Yo, what's good? Amolytics, new day. Let's get to it. I will give a recap of yesterday to tell you guys how we did. We swept the slate, actually. Baldwin from Atlanta, the Atlanta and Washington game got rained out. So went 4 for 4. Devers got a hit later on in the innings against New York's bullpen. So he came through there. Harper went yard against that rookie that I was speaking about yesterday. I think Harper had 2 hits. Ramos from the Kansas City and San Fran game also went yard. He had 2 hits in his game. And then Butler went yard against Kaushowitz early on, third inning, I want to say, or so. I'm not sure how many hits he had for the game or not. But, yeah, we went 4 for 4. 3 out of the 4 went yard. So it was a good day, honestly. So starting out today, give my top 5 per usual, and then give the order of them. Starting out, I have Arraez, San Diego at Toronto. He's going against Baldwin Francis. I've been attacking this dude all year. It's quite bad, to be honest. I don't think he's made it past 5 innings in his last 4 starts or so. He has a 174 whip against lefties. Only has a 8.3 K to walk rate with a 444 weighted OBA. There's not much of a difference here between lefties and righties. He's like equally bad against both. He has a .002 difference. Lefties are hitting better than righties here as far as weighted OBA. Arraez is someone that puts the ball in play. He has a 0% K rate, so every at bat he's putting the ball in play. He has a 389 weighted OBA. He's not necessarily someone that's going to hit for power. I did notice, though, this series, he has all 3 of his hits have been extra base hits. So I like that a lot. If he's hitting for power, that means he's really seeing it. But next up, we have Schanuel, LA Angels versus the Athletics. Schanuel's going up against Severino. Schanuel has a 13.2 K percentage as well as a 498 weighted OBA. He has a 167. Severino has a 167 whip against lefties, as well as a 8.7 K to walk rate, and then a 348 weighted OBA to lefties. And lefties are hitting .056 better than righties against Severino. He's been horrible at home. He's been getting hit up at home because they're in a minor league ballpark, as the Athletics ballpark is being built in Las Vegas. So for this season, they're in a minor league ballpark, and every game he's honestly been getting hit up. I can look up the exact stats, and it helps LA. Well, it doesn't help him, but LA is on a streak right now. They've won like the last 7. They swept the Dodgers and currently are sweeping the Athletics with one game to go this series. So I like Schanuel to keep going here. Let me see here. So Severino at home at this minor league ballpark, he gave up 11 base runners to the Yankees on 8 earned and 4 innings pitched. Seattle, he gave up 9 base runners with 4 earned. The game before that, those are both this month. And then Chicago White Sox, he gave up 8 base runners with 3 earned at home. He had a decent game against New York Mets, but that was like more of like a get back game for them letting him go. So like you're gonna pitch up that game. But the game before that at home, he gave up 10 base runners with 5 earned against San Diego. And then the game before that, this is the last one, 9 base runners with 5 earned. So this ballpark is not doing him any justice. And so with LA hot here, I like Schanuel to get a hit here, possibly 2. But moving on, next up I got Jose Ramirez, Cleveland at Detroit. Jose's seeing the ball well. He's on like a 14-game hitting streak. And he has a 5.9% K percentage as well as a 481 weighted OBA. Against righties, he's going up against Flattery, who has a 138 whip. He does have a 17.6 K to walk rate. However, that is average. It's not necessarily something that's like standing out, but it is a little higher compared to the others. He's given up a 477 weighted OBA, with lefties hitting a .155 better than righties against him. He's going up against a lineup today that's just literally almost all lefties. They might have like one righty. I think that's Arraez in Cleveland's lineup. So he's just gonna face a lineup full of lefties the entire game, and they're batting 155 better. Like, I love this spot for Ramirez. Um, yeah, but they're both traveling though. I will say that they're both traveling from the Central Time Zone. Cleveland from Minnesota, and I believe Detroit from St. Louis. So it's not necessarily a travel win for either one of them. It's about the same distance to Detroit. So yeah, I like this spot as well. Flattery hasn't made it past, I want to say, 5 innings in his last 4 or so starts, 6 or so starts. To be honest, he's been giving up the long ball more than just hits themselves. But Ramirez has been hitting for power with a 481 weighted OBA. So honestly, you could take Ramirez here, 2+ bases, whatever you want to do. Next up, Atlanta at Washington. I'm going back to Drake Baldwin. He has the same matchup with Williams. Same idea that I said yesterday. As far as, Baldwin's been hot, as a rookie catcher right now. He's platooning with Sean Murphy. Murphy taking lefties, and Baldwin going against righties. He has a 700 weighted OBA, which is insane against righties right now in the past 2 weeks. Williams has given up 1.7 as a whip to lefties in the past 30 days or so, as well as an 8.7 K to walk rate and a 377 weighted OBA. Lefties are hitting .113 better than righties, so that's significant there. Next up, I have Philly at Colorado. Going to Turner here. This may be recency bias, but he has currently in the last 14 days. Let me say this first. He has a 305 weighted OBA versus righties. He's going against Marquez, which is who's horrible. The Colorado's whole pitching staff is bad. He's given up a 178 whip against righties with a 0% K to walk rate and a 434 weighted OBA. Righties are hitting .078 better against him than lefties are. I will say this: Turner's weighted OBA is not necessarily as high as I would like it, with being 305. That's kind of like average at best. But I will say those games in which that are affecting that are on the front end of the last 14 or so days versus the last 6 games or so. He's batting crazy. He's batting like a 381 or something like that, with extra base hits, and I'll actually look it up to be exact. So this series against Colorado alone, he's had 2+ hits in every single game. He's had 4 extra base hits. So 4 out of those 7 hits have been extra bases in Colorado. And I already mentioned that Colorado is a great hitter's ballpark. So I like him to keep it going. I don't see why not. Why not here? It may be recency bias. I will give you that. But I like it here. There's no reason to slow down. Colorado's pitching staff, whether it be starters or the relief pitchers, are bad. So just want to give you context on that last pick there. But in order, I'll say I like Arraez, Turner, Ramirez, Baldwin, Schanuel. So you can parlay these. You can take the top 3 and do that. You can do all 5, whatever you want to do with them. But those are my top 5. I thank you for watching. If there's different player props that you would like to hear, please leave a comment. Please let me know. As well as if you want to be notified when I release videos, subscribe and turn your notifications on. Thank you. Let's make some money. Amolytics. Let's go.